Hey guys, Mike Healy here, one of the co-founders of Bidpoint, along with my business partner, Rick Moore. I think Rick's on this side, one or the other.
I'm
But
on
Rick,
one
thank you so
side.
much for jumping on here. We are excited to give you this quick kind of live. You're probably seeing this on Facebook Live, Zoom, maybe on our YouTube channel, on our Facebook, whatever. It is so exciting to roll this out because we've been in business now for 9 years, giving businesses solutions to a lot of their issues. And our newest vertical, the Bidpoint Capital, is bar none, I think, one of the best things we have to help businesses stay in business, grow their businesses, and get them the funding they need. Rick Moore, how cool is this that we've got this new vertical, man?
Well, it really kind of fits the times, Mike. We talk about business solutions, and here we are. This is probably solution number one for a lot of businesses right now. And I know you and I have had this discussion where when I first heard about this, I mean, this is how I used to get through the summers in my businesses. And I owned my own restaurants for decades. Different partnerships and different kinds of restaurants and this and that. But most of the restaurants were kind of upscale restaurants that serve the business community. And in the summertime, it'd be pretty quiet, but you want to maintain your staff, you know? And so to do that, you got to come out of pocket, you know? You're not really turning a ton of profit in the summer. That comes in kind of the cooler months, if you will. Summertime is time for everybody to relax. And I think that's what happens, especially in the business community. So I've probably, I don't even know, Mike. I've probably over the course of a couple of decades, you know, had to find some fast funding to, in most cases was to cover payroll, to cover that payroll that was kind of extra in the summer. A lot of people taking vacations and so forth. But I'm sure two, maybe even 3 million over the course of time is what I, in like 100, 150, $200,000 chunks at a time. And we had the cash flow to support it, but you need it when you need it. And then
Right.
when things get better in the fall, and we're back through that cycle. So I know just in my personal experience that it's a necessary thing to have for business because sometimes banks don't speak the language of business, right? And when you have to have it, you have to have it, and not just going through a long extended process. You've got to make something happen in a matter of days or weeks sometimes in
And
order for it to be worth doing.
let's talk about that. So, because I know we just jumped right into this and pulled the Band-Aid off real quick. But what's nice about how we have this set up is we've got a partnership that we're doing with a group of guys, with investors that have been doing business funding for over 7 years. We're now partners with them, which just makes this so much easier because it's just a strategic partnership that is incredible. We can actually we can offer funding and fairly small amounts all the way up to 2 million in literally less than sometimes they can get their quote, and even we've seen with some cases they've literally gotten deposits the same day, which is amazing. And we have a website all designed together that it's literally a simple one-page application that they just go through, answer a few questions. It's all on our page. If you're looking at this, you can always ask us to get the link to you. We can send you that, or inbox whoever maybe shared this video with you. Rick, with the process that you've seen, when we starting to see these submissions coming in, it's really exciting in the fact that they can do it so quickly, and it's different than what most people are out there doing because we're revenue based funding versus collateral based funding, because there's a lot of businesses, like a restaurant as an example, might not own the facility that they're doing business in, but have plenty of revenue coming in, but they don't have any capital per se that they can put out there, collateral that somebody could take, and they don't want to put their house up for collateral, that kind of thing. And I did find out, this is a statistic, that what is it, just a little over 80% of all businesses trying to go get loans to the banks are getting disapproved because they don't want to do these certain things that they're putting out there. And I believe we have a very, very good offering. What say you, Rick Moore?
Well, I know we do because I have a frame of reference, right? I've been through the process before, which was complicated. Sometimes in the past, I had to switch who my credit card processor was. I mean, there was all kinds of craziness and hoops you had to jump through. None of that is here. This is simply based on your revenue. You got a little FICO score thing, and then you see what kind of see what kind of funding is available to you. And not only that, but you can always there's depending upon which kind of a service you get. You can pay it off early. You can do whatever. It's very flexible, more flexible than what I was working with. And what I thought I was working with was fine, but this is amazing. I would have absolutely chosen this over other things that I've seen, and so that's why I was so excited about it. And it just fits our network of people that our business solutions are for Bidpoint representatives and agents who want a service that they can take to the people that they know with confidence. And this so fits what we do. It's just it's really kind of amazing.
And it's just exciting in the fact that it gets done so quickly and it's so transparent. And we have people on, that they can have phone calls with that explain and walk them through the process. I mean, it's really cool because of the fact that they just fill out this online application. There's absolutely no commitment to do it. Then the underwriters go through, check out everything, make sure that they're this, and then they'll come back and in most cases, they'll tell them, what the maximum amount they're eligible for. Let's say they're eligible for $100,000. Doesn't necessarily mean that the business is forced to take that. And we don't sell anybody on this service. This is not something we ever sell anybody on this because it's either something that makes sense for them and so on. I mean, one of the best stories I've heard a few times now is a person that owned a restaurant, realized that if they could open a patio, because most of their close proximity competition had patios and was doing probably close to 30 to 40% more in volume in the summer months, they needed X amount of dollars and were able to get it through the funding. And they paid that little bit of, the little fee that they had to get going, the interest, that kind of thing. And it was still way more profitable to get that thing going, to get it taken care of and get that thing rolling, which is really exciting. So we see that all the time, and we're capable of doing funding for pretty much any type of business, and you get to do with the money with whatever you want. I mean, I literally have seen people that own businesses that are generating lots of revenue that want to open a completely different division and are using the funds over here because it's quality money, and they're using it to start this new division and things like that, and expand into other avenues. Rick, I mean, are you as excited about this as I am? I mean, to give this solution to people.
I mean, you know that I am, and I want to touch upon what you just said there too. It's like this money's for you to do with what you will, and you have the flexibility. A lot of times you're borrowing money, and there has to be a reason. There doesn't have to be a reason here. You may not even know. You may be doing it because you anticipate something. Like maybe it could be HVAC, it could be whatever. It could be, a lot of times I did it for equipment, something would happen quickly. Was it an oven? Was it a, big commercial piece of equipment? And sometimes it was an expense that wasn't anticipated, which happens in any kind of a business. Maybe it's a vehicle and you want to do it quickly in a different way, and you don't want to go through the whole financing process. It's whatever you want to do.
Right.
It's amazing.
This is awesome. So Rick, I know we just wanted to be on here a couple of minutes, just kind of give everybody a little, hey, we've got the new vertical. It is going very, very well. We're so excited about it. Again, even though we're bringing this out on a new aspect, kind of new to us, they have been doing this in a massive scale for over 7 years. And we can tell you privately the size of volume that they've been doing, and it's got to be at the front of it. So, how big of the funding we've already done. So it's exciting to see this. And I think that if there's a business out there that's looking for some way to get that operating capital or that extra thing to put them over the hump, or like you were saying, Rick, to give them that, security right there, we've definitely got a solution for that. We even can do gig economy type stuff as well for people who need the smaller things. We've already seen a lot of that being added to the portfolio and things. So, Rick, any closing remarks on this, buddy?
If you need it, we got it.
If you need it, we got it. That's perfect. So anyhow, hey, you're welcome to contact us directly or get back with the person who shared this video with you, wherever you might have seen it, and we can definitely help you out. So thanks again. And Rick, thanks for being on here, buddy.
Thank you, Mike.